Welcome to the live stream on TyKicks. Nice to have you on the channel. This is probably the first live stream I've done in absolutely ages, and I've given a couple of people a heads up. I've had a couple of messages coming through from people. So let's see if any of these people are worth replying to. 1 second. They are, and I've just sent a reply, which was good. So anyway, nice to have you back on TyKicks. This week has been a very, very difficult week for a lot of people, obviously all around the world, not just where I'm from in the UK. So I hope that everyone is doing their best when it comes to social distancing stuff and doing what they need to do to really stay safe out there. Really, at the end of the day, we all want to make sure that we're all being as safe as possible. When it comes to this virus, we are going to have a very, very rough time of it if you aren't having it already in the country that you're from. So we've got to be very, very vigilant on what's going on, social distancing, all of that stuff. And that is something that is going to be going to affect all of us in the next weeks and months, if not the next years. So I really hope that you guys stay as safe as you can. And we're going to change the subject to something a little bit more relevant to the channel. So this morning, we had the release of the Yeezy 380 Mists. Now, I've been very, very keen on 380 Mists. They have been something that I've been looking forward to for a long time, but I really, really wanted to get my hands on the reflected pair of those mists. And I did try on Yeezy Supply when they dropped a little while ago. And I had got someone in Chicago. I knew they were a Canada and USA exclusive, but I had someone in Chicago that was willing to take them for me and then ship them on to me. But I needed to get through first, and I didn't manage to do it. So that sucked. So the best next thing is the current non-reflective mists, and they dropped today on numerous stores, including Adidas online and Offspring and other stores. And I was very, very surprised to see that they were not selling out particularly quickly. Now, when I say surprised, I shouldn't be, because there's going to be a lot of people not frivolously spending, not looking to spend a lot of money on something that isn't a necessity to them. And yeah, so they sat for a little while, as far as I was aware, through the queuing system on Offspring. I went on to there when I saw that it was live, and I just sat, and I managed to get through. I wouldn't say it took a long time, maybe about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And there was a full-size run. I managed to cart. But because I'd already gone onto the Adidas app and registered for their kind of raffle style, sneaker style thing now to participate, I sort of thought, if I get them from them, then what will be. If I don't, and have that backup maybe of going on to Offspring. If you are watching the live stream, please drop me a comment. I want to see people chatting on the side, throw in some questions to me, throw in some opinions about what happened today. How's your day been? What have you been doing? These are the interactions I need to have to keep these live streams going. And the more people that come and view it, the more questions that I'll need, so that I can at least talk back to you guys. So one of the key things is, how is the audio? Is it good? That's something I want people to at least tell me down below if the audio is decent. Now, I know that the video is a bit crap, and I'm going to address this on live streams going forward. I'm going to have a new setup and a decent camera to do these live streams in the future. That is the real important to me, that I don't want you guys to have terrible quality content, because it is not great from this webcam. And surprisingly enough, with the way that things are, there's a lot of sold out stuff on Amazon, and webcams are one of them. So yeah, that sucks. I think that a lot of people weren't going for the mist straight away, but they have, by the looks of it, sold out pretty quickly towards the middle and end of the day. So they're now gone, they're done, and we move on. So the next bit of information, which is pretty cool, and I thought I'd let you guys know if you wanted to see, But yesterday, I let people know on my Facebook account, because I've been doing a lot of live streams on there and on Instagram as well. So go to there, which is TY_KIX. That Allbirds, a sneaker brand that makes casual wear, like pump style sneakers, were giving away shoes to the NHS and to other health services in other countries in the States and beyond, which was amazing. Now we've got this, which I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. Let's have a look. Nike's joined in on the action, and they're going to be providing some much needed resources for different medical requirements, particularly I would say in the US, but they're going to be starting to make protective equipment for different health services, which is pretty cool. So it's nice to see the brands doing something and trying to make a difference to help fight this coronavirus. Let's move on from that. So I had a package arrive, a mystery package, and I'm going to basically give you a little bit of a backstory to pre-New Year, where I went into the sales. I was having a look around. I went into Selfridges in Birmingham in the UK, and I walked in, and as I walked in there was a whole table full of Adidas shoes, and I was like, what on earth are these? They weren't in the typical place that like trainers would be. They would normally be in Offspring, which is in that store. They were actually just sat on a table in the middle of menswear, and the shoes in question were these. These are the Adidas FYW 97s, and these are the Kith collab model ones. If you want to see on the tongue here, it says Kith, and that shows this is a collab sneaker. And well, not that people would know, but on the other shoe it does say Ronnie Faig, who is the guy who started Kith. So there's another thing to give you a giveaway, that these are actually a collab, and these are a pack. They did these in another colorway that was more of like a neon greeny yellow color, and green and white. These are the other color in the pack, but we have a fan of these. Me and Mills GP from the panel really love that silhouette, and no, it's not for everyone, but he really likes that shoe, so I managed to get him a pair of them. They were £20 each. I thought on the boxes at £120, because I knew that when they released they were like £160+ a pair, and when I saw them for £20 each, I just had a jaw drop moment. So I picked them up and was very, very happy with my steal purchase. But I knew that Emil will be really happy to get a pair, so I managed to get him a pair as well, and he was stoked by it. And he's now returned the favor, and he managed to let me know when the consortium pair of these went right down in the sales, and here they are. So this is the FYWS 97 consortium pair. These are another white shoe, but they're a white, blue, and red model of that previous shoe. Just showed you. So tissue paper is the Adidas equipment logo and the FYW symbol. Inside, I'm going to do a proper review of these two shoes, because I said earlier on in the year that I was going to do a proper review, so I'm going to do them together, I think, just to give you an idea of the differences, and just so you can see the two different colorways side by side. But this is the consortium color, which is pretty cool. You know, it's a little bit more what you would feel is like aesthetically Adidas, but quite British colors as well. Not that I think it's intentional that way, but you've got a lot of this sort of like I don't know what you would call it. It's almost like a faux kind of leather upper. It's like a plastic pleather upper, and then you've got some meshing around the toe box as well, which is quite soft. And on the back, you've got the performance logo there too. And this is reflective. This is 3M. Same on the other pair. And then you've got a torsion system on the underside of the shoe, which is a pretty large torsion system. It's pretty sturdy. This sole has no boost. These predate boost in terms of the model itself. So no boost in this, but actually they aren't uncomfortable. I really do like them actually a lot. And sometimes boost is a bit too squishy. Now, on these just say FYWS97s on the tongue. So no Ronnie Fig, no Kith, because it's not that collab. But it doesn't say Consortium either, which I thought it would have done actually, but it doesn't. And obviously it's got some other kind of elements to it. These are quite sort of striking when you see them on people's feet. You don't see a lot of them because they're not everyone's cup of tea. But I actually... these really take me back to like old school gym Adidas shoes when I was in PE. These are something that are really, really cool and quite close to me. So I actually genuinely like them. I think that they've got an aesthetic that really is quite reminiscent of those times. So I'm not going to say that everyone's going to like these. But if I told you that they get dropped in the sale to, I think it was like £35, if that, or 33, something like that, then that's a bargain when they were over £100 before. There are loads of other colorways of this as well. So you can get them in black, you can get them in grey. There's a couple of different colorways of this. But both these shoes being kind of a collab of sorts, I'm quite happy with these so far, but I am really desperate to get my hands on the last pair, the Kith pair, that green pair, because I definitely think that they're worth having. And I've been trying to get my hands on a pair, but not quite got them yet. But I think that these would be quite good on camera when I'm going to do a full-blown preview of these, just so you can really see that there's just mad detailing all over this shoe. It's obviously a very, very sports centric looking shoe, and it's all just a bit mad, all just too mad. But it's got like little things when you look at it. It's like almost like the Predator accelerator, kind of like big chunky 3 stripes in its design, and all those things that just take you back to that time. So definitely a favorite of mine. And that is really it. Like, the box is just your Adidas equipment box. Nothing too different to anything. It was the same. It's the same for the other pair as well. And that is really the review of the Adidas FYW S97s in the Consortium colorway, and a preview of the other pair too. I really hoped you enjoyed this very bizarre live stream, which is a mixture of news and a little review of something coming in. And we will be doing a review, or proper review, not a live stream review, of the Yeezy Mist 380s. As soon as they arrive, I'll be doing that 100%. And other than that, I'll see you again, guys, for another one. Take care.